Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snackbar. Yes, I am playing MLB 16 The Show, and I am super excited for it. This is going to be my Road to the Show series with a player named Ajax Booker. Now, I can't take credit for coming up with the name Ajax Booker. That goes completely to Apollo from the 34th Airborne. It's that MILSIM unit that I'm a part of. So, mad props Apollo, and thank you. So to give you some background on Ajax Booker, he is a shortstop from California, and where he excels is contact hitting and also base running. I made sure to give him as much speed as possible when I was going through the player creation aspect of this, because what I'm hoping to get is a lot of base hits, extra base hits at that with the speed, and a lot of stolen bases. We'll probably be seeing a lot of bunting too to kind of make sure I maximize the ability to, kind of lay down a bunt and get to base quickly. So to start things off here, you can see some of the changes that have taken place in Road to the Show, such as a new throwing animation, and it makes things a lot more difficult. And I think that's actually a good thing. I'm not happy that I started off the first fielding opportunity in Road to the Show with Ajax Booker and having it end up being an error, but that's okay. This is how we're going to learn. I mean, obviously, his attributes are pretty low right now anyway, so that type of stuff is going to happen. I feel like we kind of make up for it here with a good double play. It is hit right to Ajax Booker, so it's easy to get it on over to second and then turn the corner and get it on over to first. So, I don't know if any runs scored off of the error, but I'm still not happy about it. We're down 2-0. Ajax Booker coming up to the plate for the first time. Now, previous to this, we did have like a session with all of the different scouts and whatnot where I was able to do some hitting. My draft stock was based off of how I did hitting, as well as a few fielding things too. And so that was a little bit different in this too. There's a lot of changes to Road to the Show that I have already seen, and this is the first actual game that I've played. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. I think there have been a lot of improvements, which I can say over the few years previous, there hadn't been too much that I think really influenced the gameplay behind it. But just some of the things, kind of off the field, like adding different pieces of equipment that would give you boosts. I mean, that was cool, but I don't think it impacted things as much as what we're seeing now. I did decide to make him a shortstop just because I wanted to get back into the infield. It felt like there was some more excitement that existed in the infield, a little bit more of a challenge too. In a number of different situations. Going with an outfielder, I mean, most of the time you're just catching pop flies and whatnot, but, you're kind of a little more in the game when you're in the infield. Trying to be patient at the plate with Ajax Booker, it has been a little tough in this because I have wanted to just start swinging from the get-go, but obviously the more patient that I am at the plate, the better off I will be, as the pitcher's going to end up throwing more pitches my way, and I'll get a better idea of what's going on. Here's another cool thing that they've implemented into Road to the Show. It's called Showtime. You can do certain things like that where you can slow down time a little bit when you're at the plate. When you're base running, you can slow down time too, so that way you can get a really good jump on the pitcher. And there's different perks that you get where you can utilize this as well. So I think this is another cool aspect of it that really benefits the player. So I'll be using that, periodically. You do have a certain, you'll see at the bottom of the screen, there's a bar. Well, it's not showing up yet, but there it is. Where you can only use it a certain amount of time during the game. Different things that you do will determine how much is used up. And oh my gosh, I didn't even have to slide. Is he just that quick, or is the catcher that bad? But yeah, and there's different perks that you can get where you can use Showtime to kind of help you out. So what you saw right there with me getting that base hit, that was just one example of the things that you can do. So now we've got the first hit for Ajax Booker that you're going to see in this series, as well as the first stolen base, and I'm debating whether or not I want to go for another one. So now that one wasn't me. I didn't call up that Showtime. That was just me getting back on base as he was trying to pick me off. Now the controls for me have changed a little bit too with the implementation of Showtime, and when it comes to base running, how it used to be is I would hold down R2 and then you would let go once the pitcher started his delivery. But since R2 is now Showtime, I can't do that. It's all based off of the left joystick. So To be able to steal, I just have to flick the left joystick over to the right, and if I need to get back, I flick it on over to the left. So a little bit of a difference there, but that's something I'll be able to get used to. Oh, he got hit. I'm just going to hang out here. Yep, just hang out. There we go. They also, if you haven't noticed, they've also made Road to the Show a lot more streamlined in the experience. What used to happen is once you were done, you were out or something like that. Ooh, and I even get to third standing up. All right, I'm going to love this. If I don't even have to slide, if there's no contest for me and I'm just stealing bases, this will be good. And no, after you got out or you completed like a fielding opportunity, what it would do is it would go to a screen where you'd be able to see what happened in between innings. Or in between, the situations that you were involved in. Like, that was the default. But now, the default is they get away from that, and they just go from one thing to the next. Now, obviously, I think that's better for the experience as a whole, and to be completely honest with you guys, this is totally selfish, but makes editing so much easier. Well, I come home, I get the run to be able to help the team out. Ajax Booker having a very good game, with the exception, of course, of that error that we saw at the beginning. So yeah, so many improvements to this. I think this is a completely new experience too. And so I'm going to be doing things a lot different with Road to the Show. Ooh, what is this? Oh, I've never had to do this before. Interesting. Oh my gosh, if that's really what I have to do to get these diving catches down, I'm excited about that. I'll be honest, when it came to like diving and like trying to rob home runs and stuff like that, it was super difficult because it was all based on timing, and a lot of times you didn't get an opportunity to really get a good jump on it just because of the camera angle and not knowing where the guy was or where the ball was. And so implementing that, I think, is going to be amazing. Like, that's got to be the first diving catch I think I've had in the show in a long time. Another thing that I'm going to be doing a little bit different in this too is the way that I bat. I'm using a different strategy here. I'm going with zone hitting as opposed to what I've done in the past. It'll add a little bit of a challenge to this. And I'm going to stay on dynamic for a while too and just kind of see how I do. The dynamic difficulty obviously adjusts with you. Get to a pretty good balance, and I think that's great for everybody, to kind of start or to go with that. If you're new to the game, obviously I would probably put it on easiest for you, but gosh, that was 3 strikes in a row. Not a pretty at bat, but that's okay. We'll try and come back with something actually right here. All right, we're down 5-4. We've got a runner on first and no outs here in the 6th. So I've got a good opportunity to be able to help the team. Now I'm going to move down here. Yeah, he seems to like to throw it a little low. He's got some pitches that'll kind of break off over to the right. Oh, good choice by me to be expecting it right there. I was hoping we'd get him on over to third in scoring position, but I'll take the base hit. That's all right. If I got him on over to third, I'd be able to steal second without any problems at all. All right, 2 hits in this. This has got to help with my draft stock quite a bit. I love that swing. I'm so glad that I chose it. Everything about Ajax Booker is awesome. I mean, a lot of things have been different. Like, obviously, Ajax Booker wasn't a name that I came up with, so he didn't come out of the same group of names that I have used in the past. So I feel like this is a new beginning in so many different respects, and I think that's kind of what's made this really good. Like a new player with a new scheme for hitting, new features in this. It doesn't feel like the same Road to the Show as in years past. In fact, I'll say straight up, this is better. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. I will say from the get-go, nice, took him out. This will probably be the only series that I end up doing from MLB 16 just because of the time constraints that I have with placed on me right now, and I still want to be playing arma. And so things like franchise take so much time. You know, whereas a road to the show, you can get down or get that taken care of pretty quickly and get some good content out of it without having to invest nearly as much time as you have to do into a franchise or a Diamond Dynasty or things like that. Plus, I think I'll have the most fun doing this because I am focused on one individual where I am in charge of absolutely everything. Ooh. Another hitting situation for me with a runner on first, one out here in the 8th. Ooh.
0-1.
See, this is where I'm starting to kind of lose the patience at the plate. What I want to do is be able to just keep watching until the first strike comes my way. That's not an easy thing to do, especially when you're so excited about something and you're having so much fun. And obviously, I want to get a base hit every single time, but I got to wait for the right pitch, and that's a challenge for me sometimes, especially, like I mentioned, when I'm having this much fun. Now, the pitchers have been changing pretty frequently here.
1 and 2's the count.
And because they've been changing so much, it makes it more difficult for me as a batter because certain tendencies will change with every single pitcher, as well as they'll always be fresh with their energy. Their confidence will be pretty high. There we go. Oh, speed works for me again. Now, that'll be a fielder's choice. Obviously, it won't count as a hit, but it means nobody's in front of me. We should be able to get at least another base hit right here. I do want to see what his delivery is like. Oh, he's going with a shorter one, but that's okay. I'm safe. That shorter one, that gets you sometimes. Because obviously they go with the shorter delivery to kind of minimize the amount of time that you have to move before the catcher will be able to end up getting it to the next base. I'm not going to go and try for third, at least not right now. Especially with us being down by 1 run and there being 2 outs. The smart thing to do here is to just play it safe and not take an unnecessary risk. So a good hit, will it drop? Nope, it'll be caught. That's all right. Even if I had have stolen third, I still wouldn't have made it home anyway, so it's okay. All right, it's late in the game. Will we be seeing another? Nope, won't be seeing anything else from Ajax Booker in this one. So, as I mentioned, I'm really excited for this series. I hope you are too. So, thanks for watching, you guys. I sure really do appreciate it. As I mentioned, more of this to come later on. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, all that great jazz. But you guys are phenomenal people. You really are. Thanks again. As always, I hope you have a good one.